Hey, are you 50 and frustrated with weight loss? You're doing all the right things, but nothing's working. Well, in today's video, I'm going to share the top 10 things that are sabotaging you. And just be aware, this is not your typical weight loss list. Also, we stick around. I'm going to have a link for a download for a free book. And then also, you stay toward the end. I've got 5 bonus tips. So let's go. First on the list is going to be hormonal havoc, is what I'm going to call it here. Let's face it, once we hit 50, things just aren't what they used to be, right? We have menopause, andropause. These are some major shifts, and they really can mess with everything, including our weight. These changes can slow down your metabolism as well. It makes it easier for us to store fat and even increase your appetite. A lot of people are surprised by that. It's like your body is working against you at this point. So, but here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to assume that this is how it has to be. The thing that I would recommend that you do is go to your doctor, get your hormone levels checked. There might be ways to manage these changes and get back in the driver's seat soon. All right, next up, number 2 on the list is going to be metabolic slowdown. You've probably heard that metabolism just completely tanks after you turn 50. That's not entirely true. The actual culprit is that we lose muscle as we age. It's called sarcopenia, and it's really the silent saboteur. Less muscle means you burn fewer calories, obviously, even at rest. It's just simple math. But there is a solution to this. The good news is you can fight back by incorporating strength training. It's truly your secret weapon. So you want to hit the weights. You can do cabled weights, free weights, body weight exercises. Find something that you're going to really enjoy and do it at least 3 times a week. You want to make it a habit, and you'll build muscle faster than you'll be surprised. And it will also fire up your metabolism, and you'll see those results much quicker than you anticipate. Now, at the beginning of this, I told you I would give you a link to download a copy of a free book. It's called This Is What's Killing Your Weight Loss Over 50. So if you'll just simply comment help below in the comments, I'll be sure to send you a copy of the book. Again, comment help in the comments below, and I'll get you a copy of the book just as soon as possible. All right, number 3 on the list could easily be number 1. It's sugar, right? Sugar is in everything. It's super sneaky, right? It's hiding in plain sight. It's in processed food. It's in sauces. It's even in those healthy snacks that we think that are healthy. It's just everywhere. The problem with sugar is it spikes your insulin, and that leads to insulin resistance. And guess what? Insulin resistance can make it easier for you to store belly fat. But I do have a solution. It's time for you to make sure you become a label detective. All right. You want to read all of your ingredients carefully. Sugar could be hidden in so many different names and ways within there. It sneaks in everywhere. So what you want to do is choose whole unprocessed food as much as you possibly can, and you'll be amazed at the difference it'll make in your habit and the way your body looks, and obviously the way you feel as well. All right, next up on the list is sleepless nights. Are you getting enough sleep? Like, I'm not going to judge you, but I will tell you that if you're constantly tired, it's going to wreak havoc on your weight loss journey, your overall health, the way you feel. It throws off your hunger hormones. It throws those all out of whack. Leptin and ghrelin, these guys that control your appetite, are all out of whack. They can't communicate and operate correctly. And when you're sleep deprived, they just go rogue. You end up craving more, eating more, and storing more fat. But here's the thing, you can fix this. It's very simple. You want to aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep a night. So, how are you going to do that? You're going to create a relaxing bedtime routine. Your body and your waistline will thank you. I promise you. Here's something that people don't understand is that if they're going to the gym and working out and tearing the muscles down, the time that you actually get growth is when you rest. So it's very, very important that you get the amount of rest that you need. All right, number 5 on the list, and I'm sorry this is cut off here. It's stress overload. Look, we all have it, but I would tell you that that chronic stress is a recipe for weight gain. Why? Because stress pumps out cortisol. That is what we call in the fitness world the belly fat hormone. Cortisol not only encourages fat storage, but it also makes you crave comfort foods. It's a double whammy. So, what you really want to do is find your best stress busting weapon, whatever that may be. It could be meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, whatever that is, work. toward whatever works best for you. Manage that stress, implement these things on a regular basis, make it routine, and you'll find that you'll be able to more easily manage your weight loss and those goals that you're trying to strive for. All right, next up on the list is sedentary lifestyle. I know you have all heard this before, but it's obvious, right? Exercise is super important, but here's the thing about that. It doesn't always have to be about hitting the gym. It's about being more intentional and moving throughout your day. So here's something that you can do. There's a concept called NEAT, NEAT. It's super easy to remember. It's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Okay. So what that just simply means is walk more, take the stairs, fidget, dance around your kitchen. When you go to the grocery store, park at the very end of the parking lot and walk. Go to an office building, like it says here, take the stairs instead of elevator if you have time. Find ways to make movement a part of your life. Take up a hobby that keeps you active. Walk with a friend. Just get that body moving so that you feel better and you're further along on your weight loss journey and goals. All right, look, next up on the list is mindset. We all know that mindset matters. In fact, the vast majority of my clients that come to me, I know, in fact, all of the clients that come to me have some sort of mental block that they're working through. And it's typically something that relates back decades and years that we get to the root cause of that enables us to address that. And then they then start to see success in their weight loss journey. Weight loss isn't just physical, as I was just mentioning. It's not just a physical game. It's a mental one too. So if you're constantly battling negative thoughts, you're sabotaging yourself, or you're struggling with body image issues, it's going to be an uphill battle until you address those things. So what you really need to do is be kind to yourself, extend grace. As humans, we give grace out to others much more easily and more frequently than we do ourselves. It's important to give yourself grace. Focus on progress, not perfection. You want to celebrate your wins, big or small, it doesn't really matter. And remember that this is a journey. It's not a race. Part of this is cultivating a positive mental mindset. Some things that you can do is make sure you're surrounding yourself with support, those people that are either on a similar journey or that support you and are there for you to help encourage you. And just remember, I believe in you. You've got this. All right. Number 8 on the list is the I've earned it indulgence. A lot of my clients, they come to me and we have days that we call what we call cheat days. We allow them to kind of have things in the moderation, kind of going back a few slides and earlier in our conversation. It's fine, but what happens is they overeat at that time, right? They eat way too much of that. It's about the moderation. We want to reward those things that we've been doing all week long and all month long, but we don't want to just throw our whole plan off in one day because we work so hard throughout the week. So it's like, I've been good all week. I deserve this. But that I've earned it mentality can be a slippery slope, especially after 50. It's not about deprivation. It's about mindful, intentional indulgence. So here's a solution. Enjoy the treats, but be mindful of portions and frequency. Don't let the rewards sabotage your progress. Remember, you can have your cake too. Just don't eat the whole damn thing, right? All right, next up is misinformation. I like to say misinformation mania. Let's be honest and straightforward about this. Anytime you search for anything on the internet, it's a minefield, particularly when it comes to weight loss. There's so much misinformation out there. Think about it. There's fat diets, magic pills, crazy cleanses. It's super exhausting and also paralyzing to the point to where you might not act at all. So don't fall for the hype. So what you simply need to do, the solution to that is there's really no quick fix to any of this stuff, right? You really want to look for sustainable science-backed approaches. They're really the only way to lasting weight loss. Stick to credible sources and do your own damn research. Even from this video, make sure you take this information in, take it for what it is, and then do your research. And remember that old saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. All right, next up on the list is Mealtime Mayhem is what I like to say. Are you a mindful eater? That's really what it comes down to. That's the question we're all looking at. Are you a mindful and intentional eater? Or do you wolf down your food while you're watching TV, working, or scrolling through your phone? Mindful eating and portion control are essential, are crucial, especially as we get older. You notice there's a theme here. When you eat quickly or while you're distracted, you're more likely to overeat and miss your body's fullness. I've got a solution for you. So, what you want to do is create a calm, a relaxing eating environment. You want to sit down at the table, put away any distractions you might have, and savor each bite. You'll be surprised how much less you eat and how much more you enjoy the food. Also, I've got another tip for you when it comes to mindful eating. When you go out to eat at a restaurant, you know the portion sizes are ginormous. What I recommend my clients to do is when you make your order, you tell the waiter, "Hey, here's what I want to eat. If you would please bring me half of it now, pack the other half up in a to-go box." That way, because you're in a casual environment, you're having a conversation with friends and family, the environment's great. They do that on purpose, right? Then the dessert comes and all that kind of stuff. But what that does, it prevents you from overeating, and you have that meal for later, and you have implemented portion control without really having to think about it. All right, I got some bonus tips for you. All right, bonus tip number one is going to be hydration. I want you to ask yourself a serious question. Are you getting enough water? I submit to you, you're probably not. You probably track this and see that you're not. Many people, I would submit that most people walking around are dehydrated. And in fact, most people mistake hunger for actually you're actually thirsty and not hungry. Staying hydrated also boosts your metabolism. It obviously curbs your cravings and it aids in digestion. So a solution I would offer you is make sure that you start the day with a glass of water. And more specifically, what I do, my daily routine is the first thing I have before anything else, before I have coffee, before I have any food, is I drink 12 ounces of water, at least 12 to 16 ounces of water, quarter squeeze of lemon, about a teaspoon, a couple of teaspoons of Himalayan sea salt. You drink that. Your body, when you sleep, you lose about a pound of water overnight. And what this does, it rehydrates you. You get proper electrolytes back on the body and also alkalizes the body. Many people don't know this, but a lot of disease that's in the body cannot live in an alkalized environment. So you want to do this before you have anything else. Let it at least sit on your stomach for 2 hours, 30 minutes. I typically wait an hour before I do anything else so that it primes the body like it's supposed to, and it just does what it's supposed to. A good rule is to follow the 8x8 rule. 8 ounces a daily, adjusted based on your activity level. Eat water rich foods like cucumbers, watermelons. The 8x8 rule is a good starting point, but I highly recommend to be more accurate and more customizable to your body and your size, so to speak. You want to take half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you would want to drink 100 ounces of water a day. All right, bonus tip number two is going to be protein. Are you getting enough protein? Look, as we age, protein, just like a lot of these tips here, becomes even more critical for our overall health. It helps with muscle maintenance, metabolism, and helping you feel full. And in fact, protein is the most thermogenic of the three macronutrients. So you have protein, fat, and carbohydrates, and protein is the most thermogenic. A diet that is low in protein can make it harder for you to build muscle, which again slows your metabolism and increases fat storage. So I have some tips for you. You want to look for at least 20 to 30 grams of protein for each meal from sources like lean meats, fish, eggs, tofu, and beans and such. And also a protein-rich breakfast can help curb cravings because they help you feel fuller and keep energy levels steady throughout the day. Tip number three is hidden inflammation. Look, it's hiding all throughout the body, in the joints, cellular level, all throughout the body. Chronic inflammation can dramatically slow down weight loss and make it harder to shed that stubborn fat. Things you want to really kind of stay away from: processed foods, sugar, and even stress that we talked about earlier contribute to inflammation, which can dramatically impact the hormones in our body and lead to fat accumulation, especially that stubborn belly fat. So what I would encourage you to do is to add as many anti-inflammatory foods to your diet as you can, like berries, turmeric, ginger, fatty fish, leafy greens, and you really want to reduce processed foods and limit alcohol and sugar. Bonus tip number 4 is going to be strength training over cardio. This is a common question that I get when it comes to burning calories. Cardio burns calories, but muscle burns fat. So even when you're resting, many people over 50 over prioritize cardio and neglect resistance training altogether, which is key to keeping metabolism high and preventing that muscle loss that we really need to look out for as we age. So again, I'm going to recommend strength training for at least 3 days a week, at the very least 2, but you want to try to get at least 3 days a week. Even body weight exercises you can do from home, like push-ups, squats, and lunges, can dramatically transform your body composition. All right, and the final tip, number 5, is gut health. Look, gut health matters. It just does. Your gut, they say, is your second brain, right? Your gut microbiome plays a massive role in digestion. It aids in metabolism and also helps prevent fat storage. If your gut bacteria is out of balance, it can lead to bloating, excessive cravings, and believe it or not, weight gain. So here's a couple of solutions for you. You want to add probiotic rich foods like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut. You want to increase your fiber intake with foods like avocados, beans, oats. And this really helps to get the digestion running smoothly and allows our gut to have a symbiotic relationship with the rest of our body. And we're more prone to fall into a homeostasis state so that our body runs efficiently and is primed for success, baby. Look, I know many of you out there are just like my clients. You're concerned about staying strong and independent as you age. That's why I've created this next video here. This video here is going to reveal the 4 essential moves that you need to master. So go ahead and click the video now, and I'll see you there. And until next time, this is To Your Health and Wealth. Bye now.